Hi everyone, delonewolf here and welcome back for some more Dota Underlords. In today's video I want to take you guys on my journey a little bit as I play the game in Season 1 in a pretty casual way, but I do try to make some of these daily challenges happen with Dota Underlords. Honestly, to me this experience feels a lot like a card game, except it's a lot fairer because there's a much more even playing field with everyone starting with the same potential basically. So let's jump in. I'm still playing this on the knockout mode, by far for me personally the most enjoyable way of doing this. Pretty short matches potentially, especially when you're not doing well, so perfect for me. And for today, to get started here, challenge 1 cost 400 spells and kill 400 enemy units. That actually can potentially take a little bit of time, so let's get started right away. Let's get into our first knockout match. And for spells, well, stuff like warlocks is good, stuff like mages could be good as well. In fact, almost all the heroes do have spells that usually trigger at least once, so this should be doable. Trolls with their very fast attack speed can be good, but look at this, mages and heartless. I haven't actually tried this, so we could give this a go. Okay, so we start with a melee front line, and then we actually have mages in the back. Who else is heartless? Budge, very strong. Actually pretty good counter against some of those more snipey stuff. We get the Draw Ranger for the attack speed. That could be nice as well. And out of these, do we have a Bloodbound here? Not yet. I think I'll take the Talisman of Evasion. I kind of like to give that to him, or to the Blood Lifestealer as well. Potentially that can be very nice. And here, that's a difficult choice to make. I kind of like the healing from the Brood Mother. Let's not look a Gift Horse in the mouth and take the double Brood Mother and maybe put that one down instead of the Omni Knight, which at the moment only has basically the human synergy, which he doesn't even help with. So let's see what our first round looks like. Up against Hypernova, he's going Knights, all out Knights, and then he has the draw at the back, so this is going to be a pretty difficult thing to do. I'm hoping that he can transform, heal up, there we go. Oh, very good. Very good freeze back there, and that did break that first Knight, and now only the Budge is left. That's bad for me. So Hypernova already has a tier 2 Budge, which I would want as well. For my front line in Hypernova. Something to keep in mind, we may have to switch, basically focus a little bit on Warlocks or something like that at this point, because of what we just saw happening with Hypernova. I tend to, like in 90% of the cases, go for a healing hero. I feel like we already have a decently good front line, and we want this to last, basically. So I think that here the NS6 makes a lot of sense. We do have Abaddon, Budge coming in here as well. Both of these are actually pretty interesting. And let's dig once more. See, we get double Lifestealer here. Okay, who do we want to put in? Omni Knight is a heal, and I'm gonna put in the Omni Knight. And the main reason for that is he's one of those heroes that can actually cast multiple spells in a single match. Now he's up against a tier 2 straight away, so that's not gonna be that good. Well, let's see what we got here. That one did just evade. Ooh, the Bloodseeker is going after my summons. It's doing a lot of damage. Staying up a little bit longer than we would like. We do get our big golem, but it's too late. Here, that's going to be something that we'll have to deal with, focusing very heavily on Savage. We can do that with a strong and tanky front line, in my opinion. Okay, so we get this one for a Deadeye, not that great. I think we'll take the Arcane Boots. That makes a lot of sense if we want to cast a lot of spells to get that extra mana. And yeah, just extra mana. Okay, no cooldown reduction. We'll definitely buy these Lifestealers. Then we only have 4 extra. That's really decent as well. And here, Legion Commander is another human. That would be even more mana as well. Dazzle for the healer. Some choices to make. I think we can basically wait it out and hope for another Budge, or honestly another Abaddon would be very nice here as well. So here, what do we got? Couple of assassins and a tier 3 Queen of Pain already. That's not too good, but there's the first heal from the Omni Knight, and you can see, too bad he died this quickly, but his cooldown is not that high. So with a bit of luck, if we can get him to like tier 2, we could get several spells going for him. I do play with these challenges in mind. I don't always go for like the optimal route or anything like that. So yeah, it would be great. He has... he's also like a human. Alright, there goes the tier 2 Pudge. That's good. A tier 3 Lifestealer as well. What I'm gonna do here, I have to do this basically. Give him the Talisman of Evasion so that he can stay alive a little bit longer. I'm actually gonna put in the Heartless as well instead of him. We get another Spider, so we could work on another Warlock after that. And that's definitely not bad. We're gonna lock this down. Could grab the Drow next, and then he could come into play as well. Yep, decent stuff. And now I do need that life stealing to happen. Yeah, it's doing alright. If he can evade some attacks and then heal himself, I think that's gonna be pretty good. There's another spell. The Omni Knight, maybe he can get another heal. Yep, there it goes. So Omni Knight's pretty good with the healing. We also get the Knight synergy. That's pretty decent. And then potentially, of course, Heartless and a Battle Fury or a Mask of Madness. I think at this point, that does prevent spell stealing. Silence, so we're not going to do that. I think we'll just take a Battle Fury. And maybe we could give that to the Lifestealer, honestly. He was pretty strong at this point, so we're going to do that. Buy this stuff, and then for the evasion, maybe I'll give it to the Spider. Like that. Here, nothing that I like or need. We could consider the Warlock, so I'm gonna invest in that. It's only 1 gold, and he could become a 2, so... Well, we're still okay. Let's see if the Lifestealer can do some good AoE damage at this point. And he has 3 stars left. So that was decent. Now he's not in the right spots. Oof. He's gonna have to really AoE them down, and he's focusing on the summons. Aha! Lesson learned as well. Lots of summons. A little bit of a problem for the slow hitting Lifestealer here. So that cost me another victory potentially. We really didn't get a lot of spells on this one. I might just go do the opposite. Take a more tanky character. Give him that. Do this. And let's see what else comes into play. Second Warlock. More healing, more sustain. I kind of like that idea. That would be good. Another one. Too bad. And a lot of nothing again. Lycan. Very close to a 3. But yeah, at this point, double Warlock. Get a little bit of healing going. Maybe well, no, that's another Heartless, so they have less armor. Let's see what we can do here. Lots of assassins. Ooh, that's gonna be a lot of 3s. That's gonna be a real problem, I think. And now the Lifestealer could have used that AoE. Look at my left flank being eaten up. So this is gonna be a pretty short first game. Let's see what kind of progress we make. That's 6th place. Well, that happens. And this is now definitely new with this season as well, right? You unlock this stuff slowly. And then you get like a bit of a report and always a joke back here. Let's leave this match. Press fight again. We got 70 spells done and we destroyed 23 enemy units. That's definitely not a lot, less than 10% of what we would normally do. So I think we should focus on that. Try and get something that's high damage, that can really dominate the enemy and destroy all of them, rather than stall things, and not so much on the spells. It's pretty obvious that you cast a lot of spells pretty much no matter what you do. So let's focus on a strong, something that can be pretty strong. Hunters are still strong. Hunter Warlock, that sounds like it's what I want to do. Vigilant is decent, but yeah, this is still super strong. And I get a free insects with this one as well. So we are gonna go like this to start, and then hope that we get lots of hunters for the double and triple attacks here. And then of course now we're going to go pure damage, and Shadow Fiend is just a very, very strong unit in general. Massive heal as well when his ability goes off. Pretty decent attacks rate as well. We'll take that Warlock for the extra healing and being another Warlock. I'm gonna buy the Lifestealer. I feel like he could fit well, but now this, we're not gonna drop that, of course. We'll take these two, and yeah, both of these make sense in this lineup, I feel. Anesix as well, if we go Demons. That's a choice that we'll have to make. Let's see how we do here. I need to see those double attacks, please. Doesn't have another Bloodbound. There goes the big AoE. Yep, there we go. Not a problem. First one down. At some point we will probably want to go a little bit more defensive. Maybe we'll do that right away, in fact. Do something like that. And then, healing tank or damaging support. I think we can afford to take healing tank here. He'll help protect my rangers or hunters, which I want to keep behind everything. And I will buy these two. Let's see if any of them become a tier 2 though. Yep, he does, so we'll move you there. Both of these make sense, I feel. And of course any hunters would be really nice as well. 4 2s, that's pretty good start. And let's see if we can spot some of those double attacks, especially from the Drow Ranger, who still gives that AoE attack speed, right? That's, yep, attack speed to everything, one cell. So he becomes faster, he becomes faster. Ooh, that one did just transform. But Shadow Fiend with the AoE. And then all that's left is the enemy hero. Not a problem. Good stuff. So that was nice. Should be a couple of kills on this one. And abilities, yep, slower, but that's alright. We gotta focus on destroying the enemy. Did I? I think I'll just take the stone, the cloak here. And who do we want to give that to? Maybe to the Weaver? Try and make him a tanky little Weaver right there. Could the Necros combined with this does make a lot of sense. I'm gonna actually risk that investment. Broodmother goes up. Ooh, she's strong as well though. And she's another hunter. Difficult choice here. I kind of like the Mirana. I'm gonna, because we're still at 4 hearts, I'm gonna give both of them a chance by locking this down. Let's see what we get here. Let's see if we can handle that. Tier 2 Bloodseeker. Bit of a... There's the healing. Yep, it's not a problem. Very, very good. Monks, or is it still called monks? I think not. It's Earth Elemental. That is actually decently strong at the moment, that synergy. But yet another victory. Triple streak and 11 gold. Let's buy this. Let's see if any of them becomes a tier 2. It's the Pudge. So we'll do this, we'll do that. And he still wants to put in the Necro. Of course, 4th Warlock. It does make sense. I actually think that reinforcing my front line here makes more sense. So we're gonna put in the tier 2 Pudge. And then it would be very nice in the synergy front though, to put in the Necrophos. Let's see here. Decent amount of AoE on us, but we're fine. And look at him, still going with decent amount of HP left. Nice try, double attacks coming. Yeah, a little bit too late there, so just a couple summons. Good stuff. Okay. Yet another victory. How many heroes do we have on the board here? 7 out of 7. Equip becomes a brute. Ooh, that is just so good for what I want to do. That means that I can just get 2 hunters and get the final one. And I kind of want to give this to you. Because if he can do double attacks, that makes a lot of sense to me. And I guess she can keep firing, so that's alright as well. Alright, so that's good news. Yeah, we're definitely going 2 more hunters at this point, and then probably the next row, so we get everything we want here. Weaver, Brood Mother, and I'm willing to lock down the Ranger there as well. So we have our full lineup. Everything else then needs to become upgrades, of course. And there's the double attack. There's the healing with the ability. Can we... My tank is still doing well, but I think delayed stuff, well... He does have... Okay. He did... I think he's also going hunters, or what the hell was he doing? Let's take a quick look at that. He does have 3 hunters as well, including like a very, very powerful one. That's potentially a bit of a problem, actually. So, I think we'll go like this. Get that extra synergy, extra warlock stuff as well. That makes sense. So now I need to be a little bit lucky and start to get some tier 3s, basically. Which I get 2 of these warlocks. That's pretty decent. Ooh, and I think we're gonna take you out and put you in. 1 more dick. Because she actually has surprisingly good survivability even as a tier 1. So, let's go. Spider, use your ability as well. What does it do actually? Ooh, she spawns extra spiderlings now. That's new. That's cool. And look at that. Actually pretty short cooldown as well. Still not... That's a lot of summons. But look at this. Look at the Mirana here. Staying out of trouble. And just getting everything from range. A lot better than that Beastmaster at the moment. So he could get replaced as well. If need be. I have Skadi, Butterfly or Refresher Orb. Skadi can be nice to lock something down. This can just be really nice to do extra damage. For now I'm going to give that actually to a tier 3 hero. Try and get the most out of it. He becomes a 2, that's good news. Okay, give me... Alright. A little bit more. A little bit more luck. RNGesus. That's a difficult choice. I actually want both of these, so I am going to sell you and do that. There we go. He can come in next. Alright, let's see. He's got 2 life left. It's a bit more annoying. Now my front line is holding a lot better. That's a lot of damage. Now a couple of double attacks. There it goes. There he goes. Shadow Fiend as a hunter. That's really good. So that should be quite a few more kills again. Terror Blades would... okay, this 3 gold, I think it makes sense to give it a try. He becomes a tier 2 as well. I actually prefer Terror Blade over the Beastmaster. So we're gonna go like that. Do I switch from the Beastmaster? I've got a decent front line already. So maybe I risk that. This might be a bit of a mistake. But she becomes a 2 already. That's good. I think she's got better attack speed, so we get a good front line, including a very deadly Shadow Fiend normally. Mirana, jump away if you can. There she goes. Look at that. That is really strong, and then stuns this one for quite a bit. he gets his shield, but the Shadow Fiend again making all the difference. So he's knocked out. Awesome. This item, I think it's alright to put that on the Brute. And now it's just him left. Could go Mechanism for an extra heal. Or could go Eye of Skadi on something that fires quickly. I think we can go Skadi on her. It's going to be very annoying actually. And then we hope for a couple more of those, please. There's a Butch in tier 3. There's a Weaver in tier 3. Great. Ooh, could go Medusa as well. If we don't survive this one. Kind of like to have both options at this point. But nope. Yeah, then we definitely want to hope for a tier 3 Mirana if that would come into play. So this will be it. Ooh, and the Necro is actually still... Okay, well, we get options, right? If we lose this one, we can definitely go for full Hunter modes. That's good AoE. Spiderlings are actually taking care of the small guys. And then the Mirana, just look at that spear going and crushed. What a difference compared to the first game. And still only took like 10 minutes or so. But first place, lots of XP, so that's pretty good. And then you can see the combination here always. We get a demon, Heartless, Hunters, Warlocks, Insects, Healers, and a couple of Vigilance. And that made for a pretty good match. Let's see what kind of progress we made here. We're halfway there for the spells, and we are definitely less than halfway there for the number of units killed. I think I want to do just one more match, and then I'll finish the rest of stream. Don't want to be going for like a full hour on this Dota Underlords video, but this shows you the big difference, how quickly things can turn around here. And basically it's because you do have that fair playing field that is pretty interesting. Knights and Scaled, very tanky. We could try that, something completely different to be honest, although we don't get the perfect starting lineup here. I'm gonna give this a go. So we've got Knights and we've got Scales that reduces or increases my magic resistance. Do I go super tanky? No, I think you want some damage at least. And does she have placed bounce several times? So I think giving her the attack speed makes most sense at this point. And we get another Knight potentially. I'll take that. And here... the draw. I'm ready. I guess she's only one gold at this point, so that'll be okay. And this time, you saw with the Hunters, I was definitely forced to basically play a bit more defensively, get some tankiness at the front, but then have all the Rangers all the way at the back, so that so that they can do their damage without being attacked too much. Here we're gonna try something completely different. Let's make a very strong but broad front line, so that we can then hopefully overwhelm the enemy with just the sheer amount of HP and resistance and stuff like that we have. Who else is scaled? There's definitely some frontline scaled that we can do here as well. So, and then Knights. So we lost the first game. Not much that I can do about that at this point. We've got no healer options. Interesting. So I think then we're just gonna go poisoning the entire team with the Eno. We can wait this round out and then we get everyone on board. That's good. Do I go for extra warriors? Well, it's scaled, so I'd say Knights and Scaled are gonna be the focus here. That's a good upgrade. Dazzle, second troll, and a healer. It's a tier 2. This early, I'm not gonna say no to that. Couldn't put him into play as well already, but let's see how this match goes. So here, right, Chaos Knight feels a lot stronger already. Even the Terror Blades doesn't last too long. Alright, the Anesix does get that, but yeah. Much better, much better. Okay, what do we have? Did I? I'll take that, give that to you. Hopefully he can become a tier 3 pretty quickly. That could become very deadly, especially because he silences himself and then gives himself a damage boost as well. So that could become my real front line there. That becomes a 2. I'll take it. Butch. Ooh, here's the Sven. Then another Slardar as well. I guess we can do away with the draw. I'll buy the Sven. Lock this down. Do I keep the Dazzle? So Sven is... I definitely want him because he's a knight. And he's a skilled who's a... Then I do have to... Well, there's Dragon Knight and Omni Knight. So that should be possible. Okay. And if you combine these two... I mean, that's a lot of... I'm not sure if I can get the Dazzle in play here. Although, second troll would be nice, of course. And here, he still has 4 life left. Come on, guys. Bit more damage. Ah, that is close. That is close. We could make... I think we can do this eventually. I'll buy the Slardar. He tells me... I think we'll put him in for now. Just to get that troll bonus. Ooh, a tier 3. That means you get attack speed. Then here is the Omni Knight. So we've got ourselves up to 9. And then all I need is 1 more skilled. And we could even still do away with the Dazzle as well. Although, yeah, troll. That's not bad. Let's see how we handle this one. There goes the Slardar. He also has a tier 3 though. And the Slardar is completely frozen. And how the hell does he eat so fast? He's got a morbid mask. Very interesting. You're doing a lot of damage. So now we're definitely in the loser's bracket. A Battle Fury. Yeah, I think I like that idea. Let's give him the Battle Fury. And maybe like this or something. Alright. Anyone wants to become a tier 3 on the knight front? Nope, then it gives me another Dazzle. At least she's a 2. And that's a lot of nothing. And that's, yeah, not great either. Would anyone work better than that? Yeah, maybe. Maybe the Omni. Okay, let's see. Can I survive this round? Yeah, tier 1 is a problem. At least the Terror Blade is down. Not perfect, but we made it. So my right flank is doing alright. My left flank, not so much. That's the problem at the moment. Alright, Venno. Tier 3 Dazzle. I guess we'll take it. There we go. Sven comes in. We'll do that like this. I'll risk selling the Omni Knight just to get that tier 2 going. Because we could still do with any of these skills. Basically, I'd love the Tide Hunter or any other knight will work as well. So there we go. I feel like that was a decent upgrade. He has 1 tier 3. Does have the Life Stealer. Oh, well done, Slardar. All because of that clutch heal from the Dazzle. And we are still in it. Good stuff. So. Ooh, a Vladimir's. I mean, that's like, for me, gotta take that. Just too good not to do it. But I could also try and do is, for instance, put the NO here, go like this, like that, because she's not that tanky, 1500 HP. And she has that bouncing attack. We'll buy you. Buy you. It becomes a 3. Awesome. Here's the other Abaddon, which we needed. Looks like we knocked some other knight players out of the... and then what I will actually do is do this and do this. So that it's on a tier 3. That's a bit more survivable. Let's see who we're up against. Hopefully a 1 heart player. I think I've got a good chance against that. And it is. It's against Storm. Let's see what we got here. 2 tier 3s. My knights are at the front. The Vlads is holding the line here. And these guys have that knight bonus. You can see it around them. Makes them very tanky. There we go. Crushed. Good. Good God. A knight or a scaled would be awesome. Unfortunately, I'll have to dig for it, I think. Let's hope. Come on. Give me... There's the Tidehunter. I'll take the Tidehunter. Giving us 45% magic resistance. I'll even have him guard the back at this point, unless I get a second one now, which I do. And we get a tier 3. Okay. That's... yeah, can't complain about that. We'll put you right there next to the other one. And then finally, another knight. And we would be looking pretty good. Like that one. He does still have 3 goals. Keep poisoning stuff, NO. Ah. That's gonna be bad for my backline. Now I need the Vlads to make a difference. Come on, ranged guys. It's the same that he's got left. My NO is still... Yep, okay, alright. He has just been defeated. That is good. So, I need to hope for Dragon Knight, basically. At this point, Butterfly, Black King Bar, both are pretty good. I'll take the Butterfly, just straight up nice to have. And we'll give that to you, since you're a tier 3 at this point. And now we'll switch that to you, since you become a tier 3. That's, yeah, good, pretty lucky. There's one Omni Knight. I'll buy him. We do... He would need to be knocked out at this point. Or does someone else use Dragon Knight? If we can knock him out, that'd be fine as well. Nope, he is also playing with an Omni Knight. He's got a tier 2. So he needs to be knocked out now. And I need to get all his Omni Knights. That's basically what I need here. My Vlad is still going. Yep, that's good. Resistance is strong. Look at that. Chaos Knight 3-shotting the Hobgun. That's pretty deadly. So that's good. And yeah. That's great to see the Tidehunter. For now, I'll put you in the back. Although he can use that bonus, maybe here. Come on. Medusa is scaled. Yeah, we're not gonna waste that full knight bonus. He's getting upgrades. That's bad news for me. At least he becomes a tier 2. So I'll take that, I think. Let's see what we got. And so this, you can see this is completely different. We're much more aggressive because we've got this knight front line. And if they have any gaps in their defenses, we're just gonna start to push through. Like right here on the right, I was hoping that the Omni Knight is still being a problem. Ooh, the Omni Knight. Look at that, tier 3 Omni Knight. Heal AoE, big damage. And he actually knocked us out. Still, we got a second place here as well. I'd say that that's pretty good. And we can leave this match as well. ending here. We got our spells done, that's pretty good. We still have quite a few enemies to kill for 300 XP. This is like basically a little bit overtuned, a little bit too grindy, but you know, couple more games and we will definitely get there. And this is, yeah, for me, very fun to do with Dota Underlords, just some knockouts, and usually at this point I can get some pretty decent results. I also think that I showed here in this game that you've got a very interesting meta that feels decently balanced, right? Knights got to second place, Hunters got to first place, and sometimes you're unlucky, but stuff like Warlocks are also potentially really powerful with all the healing. So that's gonna be it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, I'll see you next time.